happening spot. That's Austin's Mr. Buddy. He can't handle the cold.
That is Mason's. Dropped him. Alright, so this morning me and Mason are switching it up a little bit from the bar and stuff over the floor. We came to Vaughn and you haven't hunted up here this year, have you, Mason?
Well, first time this year.
Yeah, it's my first time coming up here this year hunting too, so Jordan gave us an idea where to go. We're gonna go to the big power line run through here with an east wind. It should be perfect for it. So we're going off the directions of Mr. Bossman. We're gonna ease in here and do it again, sit in our turkey chairs again and just see what we can make happen. But it's a good crisp morning. I think my truck was reading 31. So hopefully we make something happen. But we're gonna ease in down this power line and kind of see where we need to sit. We don't have any stands on the power line, so easy in, just kind of try to find a place to sit, pop down with our little pop-up blind and turkey chairs and try to make something happen. Hope for the best. So hopefully, me and Mason are due. I feel like we hadn't had much going on. We really hadn't seen that many deer, but it's been slow for us. It's been slow for everybody, so hopefully the tide will turn today and our luck will change and we'll at least get to see something. Maybe get excited about. But stay tuned and we will for sure let y'all know. Alright, so Mason and I got in here, got set up good. There's a food plot down this power line right in front of us. We're gonna watch. Had some deer last year coming back and forth across here, decent amount near the rut with big open hardwoods right here. And we also sat where we could see this field over here to our right. So this is where we named the Big Black River Project up here in Vaughn, Mississippi. So it will hopefully it'll be a good morning. This is like I said, mine and Mason's first time here. Jordan's hunted a couple times, killed a decent buck here with his bow, old buck, but see if me and Mason can get lucky. See if Jordan put us on the right spot, so y'all stay tuned. So me and Mason didn't have much going on. We slipped over here to right down the road to what we call the Pines. Walking in, we've already had a little buck chasing a doe. There comes a deer right there. It's a doe. Right on her. This is the freaking happening spot. What? This is the happening spot. Alright, so like I tried to say a couple times, we slipped away from the river track, had a little nice little 8-point, not a nice little 8-point, a young little 8-point, and a doe come by early and nothing else. So we slipped out, came over to what we call the pines, and slipped down this little lane that I've had a camera on, and had some bucks showing up, not regularly, but every now and then. So we slipped down here when we were coming in. We already saw some does walking in. We ended up letting them walk on across, got settled in, and we weren't here sat down for 30 seconds. And we had some deer, 2 does come across, and then another little young buck come behind them. So already getting some action. We're gonna sit tight and for a little while see what we can make happen. So. Same little boat. She's coming right at us. Deer right there. Up. Young buck.
What's the temp?
I think the truck's saying 29, but a little brisk this morning. Me and Mason are back here in Vaughn on this river track, so I don't really know what we're going to do today. Start out, we're going to walk over here to where kind of close to where Jordan killed the big 6-point last year during velvet season. And when we get over there, kind of try to figure out where we want to get. But we're going to sit on the ground, our turkey stools in those woods, looking. There's a road where the road that goes through, and it'll come out on power line, or it'll come out on the 6-point stand food plot. So we're gonna try to get in there and find us a good spot where we can see a little bit in those woods and plop down in our turkey chairs and just see what we can see what happens. So deer look like they're turning on full rut now, so ain't no telling what may happen. We're gonna get in there, we're gonna freeze, and we're gonna see what we can make happen. So hopefully we can make something happen sooner than later, so we can get back here to the heater, go from there. Y'all wish us luck, and hopefully we'll have y'all something good to look at here in a few minutes. Alright, we made it in. Sit down and talk to the stand that Jordan killed his big 6-point at. It's about 100 yards over my right shoulder, so we sat down there on this old road. We can see all in this hardwood flat, see down the road. So these deer, what we've learned, and kind of use this as to go from back up here in these hardwoods over here, what we call the power line. So we're gonna sit here for a little while and see what happens. If we don't get any action, we'll do what we normally do. We'll slip around to another spot and see what we can make happen. But we're gonna give it a shot here for a little while. Have a good feeling. We'll see. pasture back at Old Yazoo where actually we're going to go to Sills. He killed his buck earlier in the season, so we hadn't been back here since then. But we finished up in Vaughn this morning. It started snowing on us. Didn't see any deer. This was too cold for the deer too, so we decided to, instead of sitting on the ground in this wind, that we're going to ease back here and get in this box stand that he killed in. Perfect wind for it. North wind is going to be blowing right back to where we're coming from, so it all sets up right if the deer will just show up. So we're about to get ready and grab a gun, and we're going to ease back here and see if we can't find a deer on this food plot.
Got the Mr. Buddy. That's Austin's Mr. Buddy. He can't handle the cold.
That is Mason's.
Don't tell him that.
And Mason he has not gone anywhere without it. I looked over there earlier. We were sitting on the ground in our little blind, and Mason had that thing right between his legs, warming his hands up like the big old weenie he is. So we're going to go ahead and get in this stand and get Mason's heater going, so we won't do no whining all afternoon. Hopefully we'll kill a deer earlier than he wanted to stay cold long.
You got there.
I got a whole Mason's heater. He claims that he can't hold a heater on video. I'll leave this thing sitting right here. Heavy. And it's only 32 degrees. Ain't like we need a heater.
Don't need it, but this shot's gonna be nice.
We'll have to take clothes off and get in the stand. Alright, we made it up in our stand. It's 2 o'clock. There's last time we sat here, there was a bunch of deer, does, young bucks, and then Mason ended up killing that one older buck. So we hadn't been back here since. I'm sure some folks have audited, but us personally, we haven't been back here since. So we slept in here and decided after our morning sit, as cold as we got, that we were going to sit in a box stand this evening. So we got up in here and we're going to sit till dark and see if something comes out and get some bite for supper. Hopefully it'll be the right ones. Hopefully, we'll have y'all some action here in a little while. We'll see. Alright, it's 4:15 on the dot. It was slow until about 10-15 minutes ago when they started coming out. They came out from everywhere. We got a couple does down here. Got a little young 4-point, 3-point right over this way. Got some more 4 or 5 does feeding back over here to our right. So we're starting to get some action. Hopefully before too much longer, a mature buck will walk out and give us a shot at it. So we're going to hang in there, see what we can make happen. But it's good to see deer moving. Hopefully they'll keep it up. like you got a pretty good sized body on it. Alright, so we have officially run out of light. Ended up seeing a bunch of deer, a few small bugs, a bunch of does, some yearlings, but nothing that was hard enough to shoot, so we're gonna slip out. Work our way back to bowling in the morning and sit on the ground, what we call the power line, which is a power line, so we'll see what happens, but no luck today. At least this afternoon though, we got to see some deer, so hopefully in the morning our luck will get a little better. Alright, so this morning we are back in Ball. We'll kind of sit in the same area we did yesterday. We're just gonna push a little further in. Cameras were showing some decent deer walking through there throughout the morning, so we're gonna I got side by side this morning. It's a long way back in there, so we're gonna pull back in there to the. We've hunted the power line before up here, but we've hunted this west side. We're gonna pull in and go all the way to the far east side, right on the river, Big Black River. So we're gonna get in there, ease down, and try to sit about 20 or so yards off in the woods behind our little pop-up line. See if we can't catch one of these bucks that are on camera. See if we can't catch him slipping around. Get a shot on him. So big old body deer, but hopefully it'll work out. It's about 26 degrees. It's a lot colder this morning, but the wind's only blowing about 5 miles per hour according to the Weather Channel out of the north, so the wind's perfect for it. Sunshine's supposed to poke out, so it should be all around good morning. But we'll see. Let's see if we can find one. Me and Mason made it in where we're gonna sit. We were wanting to try to get up in the woods about 30 or so yards and sit up where we can watch this power line, little food plot on it, but it didn't set up for that. Once you get in there, the underbrush is a little too thick to be able to see out on this lane, so we found this blowdown out in the middle. It's all growing up around. It got a bunch of dog grass, and we stuck our little stake blind up, brushed it in with some of the grass and brush that was around it, so we got in here, we're pretty hidden. We'll sit here and see what happens. If they do what they did yesterday, we ought to be in business, but we'll figure it out. Stop him when he comes out. Matt. Bryce, me and Mason are back. Still here in Vaughn. We ran and got us a bite of lunch right there in town, and came back where we were this morning right here on this power line. So all day yesterday the deer used this area pretty good according to cameras, but the few deer we saw this morning, the ones we got on video and the one that crossed at the far end that we didn't get, you'd have never seen, so there's no telling what's coming back and forth. But we were coming in getting set up. We had a little small buck back over here behind us in the middle of the road, so hopefully that's a good sign. We're gonna sit here till dark until we make happen, so we'll see. You hear that? Yep, over here to the right. Yeah, I thought I heard something. There she comes out. Where's he at? Right there past that log on the right edge. I can't tell much about him. I think he's gonna be old enough, yeah. He's looking back at us. Yeah. Follow that dog cross in a second. There he goes. Back. Woo!
Dropped him.
Whoa. Man. Finally.
That was quick.
That's a lot of hunting.
A lot of hunting for that 1 minute. I'm glad we made that happen. Awesome.
We kept hearing something. over here to the right, and I actually pulled my mask and my mask down and my beanie up a little bit so I could hear. And then I heard it again. I was pretty sure, and I looked at Mason. He was looking over there. So I was like, all right, we both hearing something. And we were sitting here looking, and I saw that doe run across. So I went ahead and got my gun up, and when I got my gun up, I could see his head, just his horns. So I couldn't even get my binoculars to see what he looked like. I could tell he looked like an older deer. Mason looked at him, gave me the go ahead, and we got it done. So all that time and effort finally paying off. Let's go get him and see what he looks like.
All right, good job.
Enjoyed it. And doesn't it feel good when a plan finally comes together and works out? This is a deer that we got on camera a few days ago, probably 1,000 yards west of here on a camera we have over there. And me and Jordan were talking about sending a picture of it. Jordan deemed him a shooter, so me and Mason actually hunted that area yesterday. Didn't see a deer, so we decided to move over here. See what happens, and he messed up and he came chasing a doe across, and I didn't think we were gonna get him to stop.
I was manting, Mason was hollering, we were both hollering, so he finally stopped at the last second. It's nice when one of the deer that you are trying to kill, deem as a target buck, comes out in front of you like that and does it right. It was fun too, man. It was happened quick. We heard something rustling to the right, and when 10-12 seconds later I looked up and saw a doe come across, and I didn't even pull my binoculars out. I just put my gun on the trigger stick, and Mason, when the deer stepped out, he stopped right on the edge, and that's what I said, Mason, you got to check him for me because I ain't got time to get my binoculars up. But it all worked out, and it feels good when it does. So another buck on the Big Black River project here in Vaughn, and what a day it's been. Far enough. I'm gonna leave the buggy. Look like I'm gonna take the rest of the way.